Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Is this MBA first year, first semester?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
madam.
Okay, thank you. So I'll just share the screen.
Yes, ma'am.
One sec, I'll share the screen. One sec. We are going to start with managerial economics.
Okay, ma'am.
And, yeah, matrix. Yes, I think. Okay. Is the screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So good afternoon, all. We'll start with
Ma'am.
yeah. What is it? Yes. Any doubt? Okay.
Hi, ma'am. I just joined now. May I know what subject is this?
Managerial economics. Managerial
Okay.
economics.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Here, there's a little power fluctuation. If in case uh, I got cut, means kindly inform because I cannot see the other side since I'm the presentation. Am I audible? So in between, I'll just check. That's all.
You're audible. Yeah,
Okay.
you're audible.
Thank
Yeah.
you. So
Ma'am, it's a theoretical paper, right?
yes, but there'll be a few case studies. Definitely, I think by now you know what Part C will be case study. Not only here, for all the subjects, you'll be having a case study. So, since it's a first class, my humble request is do not leave any question unanswered. Okay, right? You have to answer all the questions, provided it must be related to the subject. And because you know it's better to get some mark rather than getting zero, so you have ample amount of choice will be there. And part C might be your what is this, case study. So case study is definitely compulsory. If you just leave case study, 20 marks is gone. So try to answer something in case study if you want to clear the paper. So that is one of the what to say the key which usually I share with the students. Okay, we start with managerial economics. So before that,
And ma'am, it's related to all the papers,
yes,
right?
yes,
Not only
all
one.
papers like that only. You definitely you will have a case study for all the papers, and you have to answer. It is compulsory part. So kindly write something in that. It must be related to your subject also. See to it. So it has some connection with the subject, and you read it properly, and you definitely you can answer it. So there'll be some sort of what to say loophole will be there, or try to have a SWOT analysis for that. From your case study itself, try to reveal something and write it in words also, because some marks you will be getting rather than getting zero. It will definitely have to, you have to clear the paper, right? External as well as internals. So it will be nice if you can get 50 marks. 50 is minimum, maximum it goes up to O grade also, more than 80 or 90. Okay, so yeah, I'll just share the whiteboard also, if in case whiteboard is visible.
This PPT available in the website?
PPT might be available in the website also. So this is what I share. So if you want means, I think I'll definitely share it finally. Okay, final class with your someone who can who's a class rep can share your number or your mail ID, or I'll share my mail ID so that definitely I'll share the PPT also in the final class. Okay. Okay, yeah. Economics, you know, generally, before getting into the syllabus exactly, or before entering into managerial economics, what is managerial economics? A slight introduction about economics, and very simple English we'll speak about economics. So, economics is nothing but very simply we can say choice making behavior. Okay, economics is nothing but, is the whiteboard visible?
Yes, it's visible,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
No. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sorry, I think. Okay, so economics is choice making behavior. There, We have two main type of economics. One is micro.
No, ma'am.
What is it? Macro. Okay. One is microeconomics, another one is macroeconomics. Microeconomics deals with all small things like individuals, individual firm, business firm. It can be a household. So business firms, household, individuals, all these are microeconomics. Okay. So macroeconomics, we speak something big about it. So micro, I can say if in my house there's a person who's unemployed, okay, he's here to get the job. So it is my small problem, my household problem. So my son or daughter is unemployed. That is small. So when I speak about economy level, in macro level, so in India, so many people are unemployed or so many are employed. So it becomes a big problem. So macro something big. Macro means big. Micro means small, because microscope in school also we'd have studied about is small, okay. Micro is small and macro is big. So whatever we can speak in macroeconomics, we have inflation. We can speak about unemployment or even employment, aggregate demand, aggregate supply. Individually, we speak about demand and supply here. Some market over here, some price over here. That and all micro. Macro, we speak about inflation, unemployment, employment, business cycle, FDI, something which comes into the economy, right? The flow of money. So all those things we'll speak in macro. And summation of all micro will give you macro. Just reduce the size. Okay. Summation of all micro will give you macro. So microeconomics and macroeconomics are two major streams of economics, and we have varied. I think around 16 we have managerial economics, we have industrial economics, econometrics, agricultural economics, development economics. So many streams are there in economics. So here in this curriculum, we'll be speaking about managerial economics. I think your code number is. What is your code number? Is it
1002.
1002? Yeah, okay. So managerial economics 1002. NAGERIAL. Sorry, something is wrong. I'm not able to write properly. Managerial economics 1002 is your code number. I think I'm not sitting.
Second paper
Yeah.
exam.
Okay. So one second. I'm not able to write. Okay, so managerial economics. We'll start like this with a small story. What happened is why we have a separate branch called as managerial economics. Now, some people or in some website you can see managerial economics is nothing but a combination of microeconomics with industrial economics. Sometimes macro is also into it because in your syllabus, I think the first 3 units will be micro and rest 2 units will be macro. Where we in micro we speak about all the individual firm, production will be there, market will be there, demand, supply, all these will be speaking in microeconomics. And macroeconomics, GDP will be speaking, and then about what to say, FDI will be speaking. What is it? Fiscal deficit, monetary deficit, fiscal policy, monetary policies, all these will be speaking in the later session. That is unit 4 and 5. So now, to start with this managerial economics, as I said, okay, initially what happened soon after the Second World War, or during the Second World War, it must be after 1950, the business flourished all over the world, okay. Business started flourishing, and what happened? There was some problem when they have to earn profit. Something was missing because theory says something. Theory is speaking about some concept, and when they applied in practically, they were not able to earn that sort of profit, or they were not able to stop the output in that point. So something happened. So this actually attracted many academicians and policymakers as well as industrialists to come together. All came, they sat together, they had a talk, they wanted to do something different. Where, what is the drawback? So So there, this point of managerial economics started at that point. So here in managerial economics, we speak about profit, we speak about output, we speak about revenue, we speak about marginal utility, marginal concept. I speak about marginal average concepts. All these came into action where here exactly they'll say where you have to stop your output, where in which case if you stop your output your profit will be more, or you can earn a maximum revenue, because here main two players in economics, or main two players in an what to say, in an economy. Can someone guess who are the two players we are speaking about? There are mainly two players are here. This is just introduction. This is an introduction.
Demand and supply, ma'am.
Yeah, very good. It is demand and supply is there. Who's the demander and who's supplying?
Client is demanding and we are
Yeah,
supplying.
exactly. So it is consumers and producers. Very simple. That's all. Very good. So we have consumers and producers. These are the two main players in an economy. Producers and consumers. So what is a consumer? What is the main objective of the consumer? What do you think will be the objective of a consumer? You and me are consumers, right? What is the main objective of a consumer?
To consume the product or services that is getting supplied.
Okay, to consume the product. Then a little extra.
Services, we can also.
Satisfy your needs.
Satisfaction, ma'am.
Exactly, satisfaction. That is what
To
satisfaction.
fulfill all essential requirements of your livelihood.
Yes. So
Quality
satisfaction
product.
is, yeah. What is it? I didn't get the final one. Someone said something.
Good quality products, ma'am.
Which I don't know. I didn't get it. Sorry. So,
Quality product.
okay. So the main objective of a consumer is, his main objective is satisfaction. Satisfaction over here. There are a few keywords in economics. Okay. So try to have these keywords. That is wants. We have surplus. We speak about utility. We speak about what is it? Satisfaction. We speak profit. So all these are keywords. Meaning your answer should have all these keywords. Okay. So this is economics. And second hint for exam. So first I said keywords must be there. Second hint, definitely graph must be there. Without graph, economics is nothing. So a graph is very easy. Don't mug up the graph. I'll tell you how you have to draw the graph. Very simply, just concentrate how you have to draw the graph. And you have to have the graph in your answer script. So economics theory is there, but without graph, economics is nothing. You have to speak about graph over here. So then, what did we see? Yeah, main objective of a consumer is how satisfied. I want to satisfy the satisfaction, the utility. So main objective is satisfaction for consumer. Producer, what is producer's main objective?
To earn
Make-
profit.
Profit.
To make
exactly.
money.
Yes, profit, money. So
To
producer
produce
ability.
a product with the cheapest possible with a higher efficiency.
Exactly, very good. So producer has, we want to have maximum profit. Profit in economics we denote like pi only, but in exam you have to write profit only. Okay, so profit in economics we indicate by pi. So maximizing profit with minimum cost, maximizing revenue, maximizing outputs, maximizing sales. All these are producer's objective. Consumer objective is to maximize his utility, maximize his satisfaction. Because how satisfied I am, only then I go back to the product again and again. Then only I have the demand for the product. So that we'll speak little extra about that when we speak about demand and supply. Okay, so now we are just in the introduction only. I didn't enter into exactly the syllabus. So there are few basic problems of economics. So basic economics problem. One second, I'll just remove this. Where am I? This. Okay, so I'll just remove this. Basic economic problem is three problems. One is what has to be produced, what must be produced, or what. Only three questions I'm telling. Wait, what and how and for whom. This is a basic problem of an economics, or basic economic problem, or basic problem of a society. Anything you can fit in over there. When you make a choice, because you know there are choices, there are so many choices are there, but what is it? There are unlimited wants. You and me, we have a lot of wants. I want this, I want that, I want this. So what is it? Again, we are speaking about keywords. In your textbook or in your notebook, finally you have these keywords so that you can think of it where you can plug in your answers. So what do you say? Unlimited wants are there, but there are limited resources. So unlimited wants and limited resources. With the limited resources and unlimited wants, you have to make a choice. That is why we said economics is choice making behavior. Which you need, how much you need, the choice you have to make. That is very important here. So when we speak about the basic economic problem, there are three main: what, how, and for whom. So anything you can plug in. What has to be produced? And in what quantity it must be produced? So what in the sense? Anything. Whether you want to produce some food items, or during war you have to produce some weapons, or government. If you put government in that case, government is thinking what must be done, what has to be produced. Second, how much it must be produced, how much, what to say, or how it can be produced. That also can fit in over here. How it can be produced, what type of technology I should use here. Is it a labor intensive or capital intensive technology? If I want to produce dresses, okay, if I want to produce some yeah, dresses, I'll fit in here. So how the dress has to be produced? Should I use the technology, the current technology, or the old one? How it has to be produced, or in how much, how much it must be produced. Second, for whom finally, for who it has to be produced. Should it be produced for rich people or for poor people or middle one? Who will consume that? So what many questions will be in your mind. If that particular product, that particular watch is produced, who is going to use that watch? Who is going to use that iPhone? Is it produced for the rich people or poor people? So can you segregate this? Can you think? So actually, when we speak, economics is in and around us. We wouldn't have known that this is economics. Just you give a money and get something, economics is there. But all this is economics. Without knowing economics, we are living with economics itself. So now we'll be seeing how we will bring these things and all. And as I said no, I'm having few few concepts which has to be discussed now itself, because when we enter into the syllabus, those things will be new. So there is something called as production possibility curve, PPC. I'll give you the data set also. So kindly try to draw the data set if you're free. So when you draw, it will be easy for you to understand. Okay. For PPC, I'm giving the data set. In your x-axis, I'll just give simply orange and apple, so that will be easy. Or yeah, what did we say? Food. Yeah, but usually in the textbook you have butter and weapon, or food and weapon, something like that. So I'll give you the table combination A, B, C, and D. So this is production possibility schedule. Why we call it as production? Something is wrong. I'm not able to draw properly. Why we call it production possibility schedule? A schedule is something which gives in table form a combination of two items, and also another, what to say, which I want to insist over here is economics. We speak only about two commodities. We have only two axes, right? X and Y axis. But we try to think about n number of items here, n number of products here. But we speak only about two. So here also ABCD is a combination, and something, as I said, when we put it in table format, this becomes a schedule. If I speak about demand, it becomes demand schedule. Supply, supply schedule. Here production possibility we are speaking, so it is production possibility schedule. So here it is good one. I'm just giving good one and good two. I don't want to confuse. Very generally, good one and good two. 4, 3, 2, 1. There must be another combination. 0 and just 0, 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. You try to draw this in this graph. So x-axis can be good one and y-axis can be good two. Okay, when good two is 0, good one was 4. So first mark the axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3. Since it's a first class, I'm doing it. Am I a little fast? Because you have to complete the syllabus within 5 to 6 hours. So I have to. Okay.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So we didn't get into the syllabus. Okay, just an introduction. That's all. Okay, what is it? You mark the axis and try to plot the point. 0 when good 2 is 0, good 1 is 4. So have it here, and roughly I'm drawing. So it'll be, you have to go more, right? It'll be till 8. So it'll be somewhat like this. Roughly I'm drawing. Again, I'm telling roughly I'm drawing. You draw it in your textbook properly. So the graph might be like this. And the point A, B, C, D. Okay, what this explains in economics, because you'll be dealing about this. What this says is the points within the curve. Once you fix the point, you try to join all the points so that you'll be getting a curve or a straight line. So anything within the curve is feasible. The point within the curve is feasible, right? The point on the curve only, you're drawing the graph. To use a different pen color. The point on the curve only is different. The point outside the curve. Can it be a point outside the curve? There's no point outside the curve, but a point outside the curve, we call it as impossible. The point on the curve only will be here, right? The point on the curve only will be here. Is in your table. So point on the curve is feasible. Point outside the curve is not feasible. Point within the curve. If in case I'm having a point here, okay, I'm fixing a point here. So I'm trying to draw. What is a point? Good 2 is 4 and good 1 is 1, right? 1 and 4 is not here, 1 and 4. Meaning, this is, you're here, but what is it? You can be able to achieve this point. So you're in this point. So I'm giving the point to be here as X. Okay. I'm giving the point to be Z. So point Z will be 1, 4. So 1, 4 is point Z, but you can be over here. We call this as production possibility frontier. It is the layer outside, meaning you are not utilizing your points efficiently. If you're not utilizing your full strength, it is underutilizing your resources. Resources must be utilized to the full effect. That is what this will say. If you're underutilizing your resources, you will be somewhere inside the curve. If you utilize your resources to the full, you will be on the curve. Outside the curve is not feasible, which you cannot reach. But the new theory says you can reach with new technology. So I don't want you to confuse yourself with this. If you're a pure economics student, we can go there. But since it is introductory class, I'm not using this. So point within the curve means your resources is not utilized fully. That's all. Point on the curve, you're using your resources completely. Okay, with that, this is enough.
Yeah, ma'am, we have a background of very different. I am a science research student.
So what should I do?
So that's why you said, look, if you're an economics student, we can go more in deep. So please don't go.
That is what I'm telling. I'm not getting into that. Very simply, just only 2 points I'm telling. You yourself can think. If you're utilizing your resources fully, you'll be getting good marks. You're not utilizing your resource. Usually we can compare this with the students. I think someone has to be Yeah. If you utilize your resources fully, there's a disturbance. Okay. If you utilize your time fully, you can get full marks. If you're not getting good marks, meaning that you're not utilizing your, your strength properly. So utilize your resources and try to be on the frontier. That's all. So nothing much to speak. So this is production possibility frontier or schedule. You might ask me where it is coming. In later stage, you'll know where it is coming. So now I want to give an introduction because directly they'll get into this. So I'm just speaking about this. And then you have something marginal utility and total utility. This is very important concept. So what did we say? Marginal utility, total utility. This concept marginal, have a note of it. You will always come across this marginal profit, marginal utility, marginal revenue, marginal cost. So everywhere we'll be speaking about this marginal. So before getting into that, a simple table I'll give you. Again, I'm telling you, after you're free, you just try to plot the points and try to draw the table. So have you taken this table? Can I clear this? Can I move on?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, so next one will be not able to clear this. Sorry. So next is marginal utility and total utility. Okay, so I'll give the points. You try to have the points. So what is this utility? Before that, I will explain the concept, and then we'll speak about this. So you normally I'll ask the students to give their choice, but here I'll tell you, assuming there is a piece of brownie. Okay, assuming that everyone likes brownie or chocolate, something which your favorite. Think of something which is your favorite. So there is something which is lying on the table. You are very hungry. You are very hungry. You're entering the room. It is on the table. You love it. You have it. So the enjoyment which you get by consuming that first piece, everyone would have experienced this. When you're hungry, or even if you're not hungry, you have a crave for it. You go have it. You take it. There is something over there that we call it as that exact point. It cannot be captured. We cannot give a monetary term for it. We cannot give a number for it. But economics is giving some number for it for us to understand. Okay. So what did I say? You went into the room. I'll just give numbers here. Okay. Or number or units. Okay. Just give units here. Units. And then I'm giving total utility. And then marginal utility. UTILITY. Okay. Sorry. I'm sitting in a wrong position, so I'm not able to draw properly. Try to sit properly. Okay, so total utility margin. What did he say? First piece is going inside. So I'm giving a mark. Okay, I'm telling, okay, 20 marks. It was so tasty. I ate it. So again, I want to consume the second one. Second piece, do you think it will be as tasty as the first piece? It will be tasty.
No.
Yes, exactly. Because you will eat the second piece, it will not have the effect of the first piece. It goes on like that. 3, 4, 5, 6 brownies you're eating, or 6 chapatis or 6 parotas you're eating something. There'll be a stage, okay, where you say, enough, stop, I've done. Right? Everyone I will come almost to that stage. So there, you say that your utility is reached the maximum. Utility will reach the maximum. I'm just speaking about the concept, utility concept. There is something called as total utility and marginal utility. So law of marginal utility, they always, we will be speaking about this law, which is according to Marshall. We have this law. You needn't remember. I have to speak about the author's name because he gave this law. This is law of diminishing marginal utility. There is a table also. We have marginal utility and total utility. I'll draw this and I'll fill this table also. There'll be 3 cases. You can write note in your textbook, in your notebook, or even in your textbook also has a page for it, so you can write it. So what happens, I'm just giving the number here. Marginal utility has a formula that is nothing but total utility at n minus total utility at n minus 1th unit. What is this n and n minus 1th unit? If 2 is a nth unit, 1 is a n minus 1th unit. If this period is nth period, n minus 1 is your previous period, previous hour. I think I'm clear. If 3 is your current unit, 2 will be your n minus 1th unit. Is it clear? Should I repeat it?
No, yes.
No, yes.
Please repeat, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, please repeat, ma'am.
Okay. So there is something called as n and n minus 1th unit. Nth unit means if 3 is the nth unit, n minus 1 will be 2. Right?
3 minus
Total,
1.
yeah, exactly. Minus total unit of 2 minus 1 means first unit, right? So this is n and n minus 1, n and n minus 1, n and n minus 1. This time, this R, your 2 to 3 is your nth unit means 1 to 2 will be your n minus 1th unit. So marginal utility is always calculated with this formula. You'll understand, since it's a first class, you're having little confusion, but when we move on, you will definitely come along with me. So I'll just give the table. You have the table in front of you. And then, what did I say? Second unit, when I consume, I don't have the exact taste as first unit. And then third unit also I'm consuming. It won't be as good as first unit. It will be not even as good as second unit. It has some, I have some taste for it. What is this? It is a number which I'm giving for the taste of the brownie. Okay, so it goes on like that. And one stage, what did I say? Stop, I'm done. It's too much for me, it's too sweety. So I just stopped. Sweet, my mouth full is sweet, so I stopped it. So there my marginal utility becomes 0. In spite, some people do know, they have some what to say, they have some I forgot the exact name. What is it? The competition. They have the burger competition, or always we see, right, idli competition, biryani competition. They eat. If for that case, if I'm eating, it will become negative because I stopped here. It is enough, but I'm eating for the sake of getting some sort of price, some cash award. In that case, it's negative. So here, what did I say? Total utility. How total utility is got? You add this. 20 is here. 20 plus 15, 35. Then 35 plus 10, 45. Have this table in front of you. 50.
Yes, ma'am.
Then again 50 is coming here. Then you'll be having 45. Okay. And then try to draw a graph for this. Your graph will be, number of units is over here. Units is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units I'm having. Do a small homework with this, then it will be easy for you, because we will be dealing about this only in later cases. Suddenly you sit, you come to this class means, then you won't be able to get it properly. So only I'm giving this simple numbers. So here you'll be having both total utility and marginal utility. Try to plot it. I'm giving a rough thing. So it will be somewhere like this. Somewhere like this will be one graph, one point, and the next point will be, this one will be actually marginal utility, because we said no 0. And total utility will be somewhere like this. Before that, I'll draw that line so that it'll be easy for me. Okay, it'll be somewhere like this. Plot the numbers. Your graph must be having the numbers. Don't have it like this. Okay, so it will be here if I give 10 units. Okay, so yeah, 5 from 5 I give. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, so on. Plot the axis, name the axis, draw the graph. All these are points which will increase your marks. And definitely your answer must have a graph. If in definitely demand will be asked, okay, for exam. So in that case, you have to draw. You're writing pages and pages, because you know it will be very, this is a long paper, right? So you have to write more. Try to give points. Try to have graphs in between. So like easily you'll be getting marks. Okay, try to draw this graph. Here it will be total utility and marginal utility curve, TU and MU curve. So here we spoke about law of diminishing marginal utility. You'll be having somewhere in your textbook, law of diminishing marginal utility. So here there are three cases. Case 1 will be when marginal utility declines, right? Are you following the table? Is the whiteboard visible? When marginal utility declines, total utility, what happens to the total utility? It increases. So first case will be when marginal utility declines, total utility increases. Case 2, when marginal utility reaches zero, right? When marginal utility reaches zero, total utility reaches maximum. Exactly, reaches maximum. When marginal utility reaches zero, total utility reaches maximum. Finally, when marginal utility becomes negative, what happens to the total utility? It declines.
Diminish.
Yeah, diminishes. Very good. So marginal utility becomes negative, total utility declines. Okay, these are the three cases. If in case you are asked to write a note on total utility and marginal utility, this itself will give you enough marks. 5 marks, you draw this graph, have this table, you write. Understand the concept and put it in words. It's very difficult. You cannot mug anything here. You understand the concept. It will be very easy for you to write. Okay, can we move on to next? I think this is what, this must be, there is something called as consumer surplus and producer surplus. I think when I come there, just simply in words, I'll tell you. Okay, there is something called as consumer surplus and producer surplus, because we spoke about consumers and producers. So what is surplus means? Simple English. Again, another hint for exam. Any word which is new, think about simple English meaning for it. Try to fit into that subject. This is for every any subject you are going to write. Simple meaning for surplus is
Extra.
Large
More
amount.
than what is
Extra amount.
Exactly, that's all. So consumer surplus means
Large number of consumers.
demand is
Continuous amount
okay.
of supply of large amount of raw material goods.
Yes, exactly. Something where I'm paying less, but I feel the what is the surplus? The happiness, the satisfaction, the utility which I got is more. So again, utility is the key word. Try to write that also. Utility is a keyword in economics. So consumers' objective will be maximizing utility with minimum price. When price is less only, I'll be having maximum utility. So what is this consumer surplus? Quickly, a small story about this. Assuming I'm going in the street. Okay, no, you people, you're wearing a new shirt, not new shirt. It was an old shirt only. Someone kindly mute, because already it's raining here. I don't want to be disturbed. Thank you. So what is it? You are wearing a shirt or you're a nice dress. You're going. Your friend is asking, this is looking very good on you. How much is it? You said, yeah. Is it? It's already 5 years old. He's telling, no, but it looks really good in it. It's really fresh. It's really the color did fade. It's looking very new. Then you said, yeah, at that time I got it for rupees 200 something, but now still it's there for 5 years. It's there. What is it? The amount you paid, you feel it is less, but the satisfaction you are getting on someone telling about it is more. The monetary benefit the amount you paid is less, but it's still working with you. Example, matchbox we can say, candle we can say, newspaper, lighter, gas lighter. Usually I give this example in the class. Lighter, 100 rupees, but it's going on even for 1 year. The utility it gives is more. The satisfaction as a consumer, you and me are consumers, right? Our objective is to maximize our utility with minimum cost, minimum price. There'll be exceptional cases. Economics does not deal with exceptional cases. where the majority of the population is moving, we will speak about them only. 90% of consumers want to have consumed. That means we are speaking only about them. The 10%, always 10% error will be there. Outliers will be there. We cannot deal about them. So majority of population, I feel happy when I consume this. The gas lighter with the minimum amount I got, but still it's working for 1 year, 2 years also is moving. Isn't that a satisfaction for a consumer? The newspaper, Matchbox. Am I in the line?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Is the concept clear? Concept clear? Quickly. So what will be producer surplus? He is also happy. Producer means what is his objective? Maximizing profit. How will he be happy? We'll speak about producer's equilibrium when we go there. So what is producer? He's happy because with minimum cost, he's producing a commodity, maximum output he can give, whereby he can get maximum revenue, maximum profit. Okay, so these are the introductions. Quickly, I'll go open the one sec. Class. Okay, so I'll just share the. Where am I? Tell me is the PPT visible?
It's visible. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is what we started with. What is micro? What is macro? Microeconomics and macroeconomics. Why microeconomics deals with what? We said demand, supply, individual consumer producers, and macro deals with monetary, fiscal policies, growth, GDP, government spendings, international trade, globalization, liberalization, privatization, employment, unemployment. All these we deal in macro. And then why managerial economics? As I said, no, the story, it is a combination of micro and what do you have? Industrial economics. And I think you will remember about those stories and all. And this, why it is very useful. It is useful, again, when you relate it with the story, you'll understand for profit. To increase your demand, to know where you have to stop your output, to increase the revenue, to increase the profit. Because what? It speaks about both consumers and producer. So you bring all the points there. Because in your, I think you'll be having your textbook in front of you. In the end of final first chapter, you'll be having what is it? Nature of the firm, or what is the objective of a firm? Is it page number 10?
Yes,
You have
ma'am.
your textbook. Okay.
Major objective of the firm.
Yeah, objective of a firm.
Nature of the firm, yes.
Exactly. Objective of a firm, objective of a managerial economist, all will be the same. There you speak as a firm. Here you speak as an individual. So what is the objective of a firm? Maximizing sales, maximizing profit, maximizing output, maximizing revenue, maximizing 5-6 points. You get 6 marks. That's all. Okay, with minimum cost. All these you can interrelate your answers from first page to last page. Try to write all the questions. Exactly, write only the choices. Okay, if they ask you to write 5, don't write the 6th one. Already you won't be having time. Don't write 6, 7, 8. Try to answer to the point. Just 5 means 5. Write it properly. Points. You'll be getting marks. This is very important. What is this? Circular flow of an economy. Again, quickly I'll go back to the whiteboard and I'll tell you. So that with this it will be easy for us to move to next point. Okay. What is a circular flow of economy? Before that, we spoke about consumers and producer. Quickly, I'll have this graph. 5 minutes I'll take, if in case the next faculty is coming. First, if you want to buy a commodity, a product, what is it? A laptop. Okay, where do you go? Quickly, where do you go?
To the market.
To the market.
To the shop.
Very good. To the
Online,
shop.
Flipkart.
Very good, very good. Economics started long back. Online Flipkart came now. So this is a original story. Okay. So now people will be thinking, why are we speaking the old story? Now we can fuse new things over here, new technologies, but the theory remains the same. Okay. So good. So we go to a market. We call this as a product market. Product market. My graph will be different from the textbook, but the concept will be easy. You can draw the same graph also, but why I feel this is, students feel this is very simple. So I draw the simple graph. What is this product market? What is there in the product market? You and me go buy from the product market. What is it? Goods. So who supply to the product market? There should be someone to supply to this laptop or this one to the product market. No, we call them as business firm. So business firm. Okay. Is the whiteboard visible? Business firm is there.
Yes, ma'am.
Business firm is supplying the product which I want to buy. So you and me, we go to the product market and buy. So business firm, what are they supplying? They are supplying goods and services. Goods and services, they supply to the product market. So what do product market? You're giving money, right? You have to pay money and buy this. So that goes as a revenue to the business firm. Is this part clear? Is this portion clear? You and me go to
Yes.
the product, we buy. Someone is supplying to the
Yes,
product
ma'am.
market. It is from business firm. So business firm gives goods and services. In turn, they receive revenue. Half is over. This side. What happens? Who is supplying to this business firm? So I said furniture, right? If I want to buy a furniture, means there is something called as resource market. You have product market here, you have resource market here. Resource market. The resources are being supplied to the business firm from resource market. Is it clear? So the resources are being supplied. It comes as a part. The components are being supplied. And a place, we assemble everything in this business firm. I'm making my computer here. The computer is being created here and it is being supplied to the product market. Clear? Is it
Yes,
fine?
ma'am.
Good. So what happens? In turn, I should pay something, right? Cost of production is here. This is cost of production. Cost of production is here. A simple flow chart which will explain the circular flow of an economy. That is what we are drawing here. So what happened? This resource. For this resource, someone should supply the resource, right? So who is this? Who are supplying this resource? We call them as household. They supply the resources. I'll just finish it and then I'll tell you. So the resources is being supplied by this household. And in turn, it comes as income for them. Income for this household. So there are 4 factors of production. We'll be speaking about this in chapter, I don't remember, 6 or 7. 4 factors of production. We have land, labor, capital, and we call it as an organization or entrepreneur, anything. So for land, what do I get? If you have a land, what do I get?
Rent.
Rent. Very good. Rent. Labor means
Wages,
wages,
Salary.
salary, anything. Good. Capital, interest.
interest,
And organization or entrepreneur, we have profit. So what is this? If I have a household, I'm giving my land as a resource for them to work. In turn, I get it as rent for my land. If I myself supply as a labor to them, I go work as a labor here in the resource market. What do I get? In turn, I get money as a wage or salary. If I have capital, I'm having capital, I'm giving my money for them. So I get interest for it. Or I myself is an organization. I myself is working over there. I myself am giving as an entrepreneur. I'm giving them service here. In turn, I get it as a profit. Clear? Is this clear? So you and me are households. We supply our land, or you and me as a labor, or you and me, we give some sort of money to them, or we ourselves give as a, we work as an entrepreneur. In turn, we are getting income. Is this clear? Now, what happens here? This, in turn, we have to connect this. So this household, the consumer is spending, right? You and
Buying
me are
laptop.
household, right? You and me are household. We went to product market. Why we went to product market? To buy this laptop. So I'm getting this laptop. So consumer spending to get this laptop from here, from product markets. What did he get? As goods and services. Is the circle clear? Is the circle complete? Any doubt here? We'll start again when we come to the next class from this. But is this clear? Household.
Doesn't comes into play here.
Come again?
Yes, ma'am.
Government.
Government will come. I didn't finish. I didn't come because without government, what is happening? Government is here. In between, government plays a vital role. There are bank also. There'll be bank, import, export, everything will be there. That is outside. Only government I'm bringing here. What happens to government? Government actually, they get the resource from the resource market. They get the resource from the resource market and supply as goods and services to the product market. Goods and services is here. Sorry, government is spending here. Government spends on this product market. And in turn, they get product from here as goods and services. And here also government is spending to give it to the resource market. Government gets from the resource market as resources and supplies it to the product market. And they get it from the product market, the goods and services, and spend over here, without government is spending here. How do government get money? Government is getting and giving and taking. How do they get money? They get money from the business firm. As they tax, they tax them, subsidy, some sort of taxes they are giving. They're getting money. And also from household, how do they get? As welfare
Income.
schemes. Welfare schemes, some schemes they are doing.
Yeah, Nirmala Sitharaman.
Okay, here we are speaking about circular flow of an economy. So what is it? Government is getting money like this and it spends. So this is circular flow of an economy. Is it clear? Very simply, we have done. Is it clear? Almost we
Can
have done the first
can you
chapter.
please explain the household once again?
Household from the beginning. This household or government with household?
No, that household in that.
Household. Okay, you and me are household, right? You and me are
Mm.
household. I need laptop for my house. So what do? I go to product market. I spend, so consumer, you and me are consumers, right? We spend, consumer is spending here and he goes to the product market. In turn, he's getting as goods and services. So product market, you know how product market products are over here by the business. There is a firm which creates, assembling some components. They are manufacturing this in the firm and they come and they supply it to the product market. And this household, you and me are household. Since you asked to insist on the household, you and me are household. There are 4 factors of production as land, labor, capital, and organization. You and me are this household. We give our land as a resource market to the resource. As a resource market itself, we give. As a labor itself, we dedicate ourselves. Like government, where does the government spend? Government hospitals are there. Government schools are there. The equipments over there, they're spending there. For there, they need the resources. They go get it from the resource market. You and me are, as a government labor, we are there, government servants. Is it clear? This way, the circular flow of an economy is done. So again, next class, I'll repeat it. If in case I don't know whether I'm continuing this class, I'll just check whether ma'am is waiting.
What one question?
Yeah.
You told land, labor, stabilization, and the fourth one is what?
Organization or entrepreneur, anything you can have fit in there. I think in chapter 6 or 7 we'll be speaking about it again.